Of the state of Texas. Sir, good to see you again.
Hey, Rob, great to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, you got a weak jobs report, about a third of what was expected. What do you make of that? Why is that?
I think it's ridiculous that Biden is blaming the rich and COVID and not spending enough money. It's abysmal because we need to just, you know what government's job is, the federal government really at the end of the day, as far as the economy goes, is to stay out of the private sector's way. And I think that there's a lot of apprehension in the private sector right now, and they're worried about the spending because we're teetering on the brink of financial collapse if we keep spending like this. I mean, the Democrats want to spend about $6 trillion in the first 8 months of an administration. That's unheard of.
No, it is unheard of. It's a scary time. It's a scary time to imagine starting a business or reopening your business. I think there's a lot of worries about being able to get people to work for you everywhere you go. Nobody can find employment, and if you can't find people to work, it's tough to reopen a business. It's tough to start hiring people. I think there's a lot of things that add to that. I want to flip to immigration here for a second. There was an interesting story that came out, Axios reporting this week. The government can't reach 1 in 3 released migrant kids. Looks like the kind of report you'd see under the Trump administration, where the media, of course, would go insane. The Trump administration, of course, did face a similar problem with much smaller numbers because they actually had logical border policy. But this story shows that no matter who is in charge, the government is not capable of reliably processing and placing children that are brought here illegally. What did you make of that report?
Well, yeah, Rob, there were 14,600 immigrant or children that where their households received calls, and only about 4,900 or their 4,900 didn't even answer. They don't know where they are. And it's tough. I mean, like, and when I was in the Texas legislature, I was on the Human Services Committee. And when you talk about foster kids, I mean, Texas was a very bad parent. Well, the United States is going to be a very bad parent as well, considering that a lot of these kids are used really just kind of as passports, because folks, if they bring them in, they know that they're going to be construed as a family unit, considered a family unit, even though they might not even be related, and they don't care. So my heart breaks, not only for those children, but what are they going to grow up and be? If there's nobody caring for them, if they're not attending schools, you can just imagine the lives that they're going to lead, and they're probably not going to be contributing members to society either.
You make a good point. All right, Congressman, Sir, Pat Fallon, thank you so much for taking the time. Good to see you as always from the great state of Texas.
Thanks, Rob. Take care. God bless.
Take care.